Hello everyone, back tuning in to today's third and final video, doing the 20th Christmas update for today's third and final video. So we're drawing to the close now with the Christmas updates. After this one, we've only got numbers 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 to do, and then we'll be at the end of them. So we are now, of course, into the time frame of the GFS model. We discarded the CFS V2 a couple of updates ago. I think most of you were pleased to get rid of it, and we are now firmly within the GFS time frame, and things are starting to look very, very interesting, and we cover this within the second video that's on the homepage that we released earlier on this afternoon. So that one is your week to 10-day B update, which just about gets us to Christmas as well. And the GFS was showing up some pretty cold charts, actually, on the 6 o'clock run. We've moved over to the midday run now, and I'll take you through the very latest midday run of the GFS for the 20th Christmas update. Just say JMA Friday was released as well today. No sign within the long-range Japanese and CFS V2 models of a particularly cold end to the year or start to 2019. It's mild all the way for that one, but the shorter range models are disagreeing with that prognosis quite a bit. So a lot of uncertainty, but I wouldn't necessarily take the two long-range models all that seriously this week. So, again with a 20th Christmas update for you in a moment. Just to say that the website we're using for the 20th Christmas update is wetcentral.de. You can find the link to Wet Central on the links page, and also in the description at YouTube. The Christmas shop is still open, so if you've got any Christmas shop to do at Amazon between now and Christmas, then you can, of course, do it through Gaz Christmas shop. So all you have to do is click the green button that says, or the link in the description at YouTube, that says Gaz Amazon Shop or Gaz Christmas Shop, takes you through to the Christmas Shop page, and then from there, the key to it all is either to use the Amazon search widget to search out whatever item you would like to buy, or alternatively, you can click through the Amazon banners, go from Gaz Office to Amazon. Whichever way you do it, you're going to finish up at Amazon, where you'll pay for your Christmas presents as normal. You're not doing anything different whatsoever. It's just purely the fact that you are going from Gaz Office to Amazon. That means we are getting the revenue fee on the things that you are buying. Big thank you to everybody for doing that again. This Christmas has been a big success. You've got 10 days, so you've still got time to get the Christmas presents to you. Wouldn't leave it too much longer though. So don't leave it too much longer, but you have got time still, quite a bit really, to get those Christmas presents to you. So big thank you to everybody for doing that. I've got a cold, so I'll probably have to stop at some point and have a cough, so if you just bear with me, we'll get through it. So we're going to start off on Friday, 21st of December. This is how things are looking a week today, and we've got low pressure over the UK and out to the west of the UK as well. Notice relatively high heights to the north. Not really high pressure at this point, but relatively high heights are across Greenland and over Scandinavia as well, sending this low pressure on a more southerly track. The black line here is a jet stream. That's a little bit to the south of the country. Now, the upper air temperatures with that low pressure are actually relatively mild, particularly so for England and Wales. And that's the thickness line, showing that we've got the 546, the green line there, into the south of the country. So again, that's pretty mild air that's going to be pushing through with that area of low pressure in a week's time, if this is correct. And quite wet weather too. Heavy outbreaks of rain for much of England and Wales. Excuse me. So we go through to the temperatures for 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Next Friday. Looks quite cold up across Scotland, actually. Pretty chilly day up there. This undercuts temperatures a little bit, so add 2 or 3 degrees onto that, but still coming away quite a cold day for Scotland. Probably a chilly day for Northern Ireland, but for England and Wales, it looks relatively mild. Temperatures in the south, close to the south coast, are actually up to double digits. Then we go through to Saturday 22nd of December with low pressure still moving through the country. Notice heights are continuing to rise up to our north across Greenland and Iceland. The upper air temperatures are lower. They're not cold, but they're certainly cooler with the upper air temperatures on the 22nd of December. We've lost those persistent outbreaks of rain. They've gone and pushed away into the southern North Sea, and then we're into this sort of showery stuff, really. So it's cases of sunshine and showers, and maybe some longer spells of rain out in the west. Temperatures are lower, probably close to average, really. So for Scotland, it's suggesting 1 to 3. You'll probably make that 3 to 5. For Northern Ireland, I suspect it's around 6, 7 degrees there. And for England and Wales, probably looking at temperatures of around sort of 7s, 8s and 9s. So it's a cooler day, but I suppose still relatively mild down towards the south coast. Heights continue to rise as we go through to Sunday the 23rd of December. We now have an actual area of high pressure beginning to appear close to Greenland and Iceland. And that's starting to push this next area of low pressure further south. We're starting to pull in much colder air from a north or northeasterly direction on the northern side of this area of low pressure. So the upper air temperatures show that we're beginning to bring the -5 Celsius ice firm into northern and eastern parts of the country. Colder air is starting to dig in then from the north and from the east on the eve of Christmas Eve. We've got a showery band of rain lying through Northern Ireland, England and Wales. I don't think we have to worry about the exact position of that at this point. It's too far away. It would be on the northern eastern side of this showery band that the cold air would be starting to dig in. And these showers up across northern Scotland would probably be turning wintry. These are the temperatures for the afternoon of the 23rd of December, and they're looking cold. So it's suggesting temperatures barely above freezing across Scotland. It's a bit overdone, that. I expect 2's freeze would be more likely for Scotland. And then coming further south, a pretty chilly day, really. 6s and 7s, 8s probably across England and Wales. For Northern Ireland, probably looking at temperatures of around 5, 6 or 7 through there. It's certainly turning colder. And then we get through to Christmas Eve. So this is how Christmas Eve is looking. It's a very interesting looking chart. We've got high pressure across Greenland and Iceland. Low pressure is to our south, and the jet stream is going on increasingly southerly track. The jet stream is actually moving down to Spain and Portugal now, which is allowing cold air, increasingly cold air, on Christmas Eve to start digging in from the north and from the east as well. There's the upper air temperatures showing that the -5 isotherm is moving southwards across the UK. So it's turning colder here on Christmas Eve. Our thickness lines show that the 528 blue line is pushing southwards as well. Everything telling us that cold air is moving in from the north and from the east as well. And there's a risk of some showers. They're probably mainly rain showers in the west and south, but a few wintry showers are probable, I would think, in the north and the east. It's a cold day. Temperatures barely above freezing for Scotland. 2s, 3s, 4s and 5s across northern England and down to Wales, Northern Ireland, just at 5 or 6 degrees. And even down in the south, we're only talking about temperatures around 6 or 7 degrees, probably through the Midlands, East Anglia and southern England. So a cold Christmas Eve being forecast tonight for the 20th Christmas update. And then that takes us through to Christmas Day. This is how Christmas Day is looking on the 20th Christmas update with the GFS model tonight. And we still have this ridge up over Greenland. It's a fairly weak ridge, but it is there. And it is pulling down these cold north or northeasterly winds into the UK. There's also an area of low pressure around the Bay of Biscay. So that's trying to bring milder air up from the south. That's a little bit of a clash going on, and it might produce a little bit of wintry precipitation, actually, if that came off. The -5 isotherm is pretty much covering the whole country now, so we're within cold air, as is the 528 thickness line. We're into the low resolution time frame of the model, so don't take this too literally, but it is suggesting a chance of some rain, sleet or snow for parts of Wales and southwestern England. Otherwise, it's a dry but cold day. Few wintry showers or few snow showers in the north and the east. A widespread frost overnight Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. So temperatures below freezing through all areas as we start Christmas Day. It means that it would be white, not from snow particularly, but from frost. It would be a nice seasonally looking white start to Christmas Day. The temperatures for Christmas Day themselves are looking cold, very seasonally feeling cold Christmas Day, with barely above freezing temperatures through northern England, Scotland, also parts of Wales stuck around freezing as well, bearing in mind model is forecasting snow for Wales. Through the Midlands into eastern England, well, it's a cold day. It's suggesting around 3 or 4. You probably lift back to around 5, but again, it's a cold Christmas day. That would be our coldest Christmas day since 2010. Nowhere near near as severe as 2010, of course, but it would be our coldest Christmas day for 8 years if that came up, because we've had very mild Christmases since the December to remember. And then we're up to Boxing Day, and again, it's looking pretty cold. The jet stream remains well to our south. We've got this pool of cold air sitting close to the UK. Its actual centre is well to our north over Scandinavia, but we're tapping into this cold air from the north and the northeast. And, excuse me again, upper air temperatures are looking cold once again on Boxing Day, as is the 5 to 8 thickness line. There's showery bursts being forecast here, particularly for England and Wales. Most of that would be snow, I would have thought, so snow on Boxing Day being forecast there. Widespread frost on Christmas night. This is midnight Christmas Day to Boxing Day, so a widespread frost on Christmas night, quite a severe frost up in the north, and a very cold day to Boxing Day. Afternoon temperatures again barely above freezing through most of Wales, northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. Southern and southeastern parts of the country, it's not quite as cold there, but 3 to 6, it's a pretty chilly day really, even in the far south and the southeast. After Christmas, we go to Thursday the 27th of December, keeping the wind in from the north or the northeast, so cold air is maintained. There's some sort of low pressure throughout this period, but it's generally a little bit to our south that could be providing precipitation. That's where those showery bursts are being forecast for both Christmas Day and also for Boxing Day as well. That's still going on, I think, into the 27th of December too. Again, the upper air temperatures are looking cold. You notice we don't tap into the very coldest of the air, so it's not a severely cold Christmas like 2010. The proper cold air, or I should say proper cold, but the severely cold air is kind of like to the north and northeast, that's where we've got these blue colours with the upper air temperatures. So it's cold enough for snow, but it's not severely cold. Again, we've got snow showers around these eastern coasts, probably some more general snow close to the Channel as well, and very cold temperatures, barely above freezing by this point. This is Thursday 27th of December, remember, so barely above freezing through most parts of the country as we go through to the after Christmas. Friday 28th of December, again cold with those northerly winds continuing. Upper air temperatures are cold for all of us, no question about that. It's mainly dry. There's snow showers draped around the coast inland. It's mostly dry. Overnight temperatures, severe frost being forecast here for many parts of the country from the 27th through to the 28th of December. Overnight, really severe frost for northern parts in particular, but all areas very frosty. And again, that leads us to an ice day being forecast in quite a few areas as we go through to midday on the 28th of December. It looks cold, icy and frosty with temperatures barely above freezing, especially in the north, but all areas looking very cold. Saturday the 29th sees this high pressure beginning to flatten off a little bit, still enough of an influence to be keeping us dry and cold. The upper air temperatures are still cold even then. Mainly dry, snow showers running down the east coast, otherwise a lot of dry weather. Notice rain is starting to head in towards the west of Ireland, just perhaps heralding a change. Afternoon temperatures on the 29th of December are around or below freezing all day through most parts of the country. But then we get a change right at the very end. We're at 384 hours away, so it's a really long time out. But it's the final day we can go to with the midday run of the GFS model for this 20th Christmas update is Sunday, the 30th of December. And we're starting to introduce a milder southwesterly wind then, as the high pressure begins to collapse into central parts of Europe. We're getting a run up to New Year, and we're getting a thaw of the cold spell. So that's how the upper air temperatures are looking, bring much milder air in from off the Atlantic. I don't think that I can show you precipitation, so that for some reason hasn't updated. So that's as much as I can show you, but it's clearly turning milder there on the 30th of December, with maybe a New Year thaw. But certainly before we get into that, there's a lot of cold weather, and there's snow, there's ice, there's frost, starting as early as around Christmas Eve and just running through most of that Christmas week. So if it came off like that, I think most people would be pretty happy anyway, because it would be a seasonably chilly feeling Christmas. Although, obviously, a lot of people will be travelling around through this period. So if you're travelling around, you're not going to want it cold. You're certainly not going to want snow and ice. So bear that in mind, everybody, that you may be sitting there hoping it's going to get cold over Christmas, but by no means does everybody want that. There are a lot of people travelling around, and snow and ice can be pretty disruptive. Anyway, that's what the 20th Christmas update has to say. It's a cold one. Haven't seen anything like that for any of the updates that we've done, particularly with the CFS V2, which was just mild and stormy all the way. So there we go. We've got to a 20th Christmas update. We've been waiting for a cold one, and finally the GFS has given you it. So we'll see what the 21st update has to say, which we're going to do on Sunday. But definitely the 20th Christmas update will be remembered as the coldest one so far. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.